true. Guess she gave you things I couldn't give to you. Oh friend, why you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hope you see my face and that you be reminded that for me it wasn't over. Ready?
Be quiet?
No. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I begged. Okay, let's get this work, okay? Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is a story time, another story time. Yes, it is. So, let's get into the story. This is a story on, I don't really know, again, I don't know what I'm gonna name this story because there's a lot that happened, and yeah, it took place in high school. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a background story as I always do, and then I'm gonna get into what happened. Okay, so basically when I was starting high school, I went to high school with only one other person, and this was my best friend from my elementary school. So out of all of the kids in our grade, in grade 8, that were graduating, we were the only 2 kids that went to the high school that we chose to go to. Okay, so the high school I went to was Laurier, and we were the best of friends. But once we got to high school, she kind of like broke out and was like, she kind of started to misbehave, and she was just going down a totally different path than I was going down, especially in the first year of high school. So in grade 9, we ended up branching out basically and hanging out with 2 totally different groups of people. I wasn't upset with her. Like, I was disappointed in what she was doing and whatever, because, you know, I was just being a little judgmental bitch. But I was like, I don't know, I was kind of hurt, I guess, at the same time, because this was my only friend. And even though I made new friends, like, she was supposed to be my best friend, so it was just like, well, you was ditching me to go do what? Like, to hang out with bad girls, basically. Like, the girls she was hanging out with, they weren't really my cup of champagne. Like, I talked to them, but I wasn't about to like hang out with them on a regular basis. Like, no, they were a little bit too mature for grade 9s, okay? And doing things that grade 9 girls should not be doing. So I wasn't with the shits. She wanted to fit in, she wanted to be cool, so she went to go hang out with them. I went to go hang out with other people, and that was just that. But we were still cool. By grade 10, we were no longer cool. I know we fell out. I don't remember why we fell out, but like by the end of grade 9, it was like a high and bye situation, and then by grade 10, it was just like, bitch, you don't exist. Who is you? Like, that's basically what our friendship turned out to be. So, and this is somebody I grew up with, like from the 4th grade until grade 9. That friendship basically diminished. It went to nowhere land, okay? Okay, so let's say that my best friend, or the girl that was my best friend, let's call her Cindy. That's not a really good name, but we're gonna call her Cindy. And the other person in the story, we're gonna call her Christian Mingle, okay? So, so basically, once me and Cindy stopped being friends, she became Bati and Bench with this girl named Christian Mingle. And Christian Mingle was the center of any drama that happened. Christian Mingle was at the center of it. Like, she was the messiest bitch in all the land, okay? She was just so messy. Like, it got to the point where by, I think, the end of either grade 10 or 11, I don't remember, she was there in grade 11. The point is that everybody ran her ass out the school because we just could not take it anymore. Like, she was so fucking messy. Like, no, we couldn't deal with her. Everybody didn't like her at the end of it. And but Christian Mingle was the center of all the drama. And even though Christian Mingle and Cindy were best friends, Christian Mingle was airing out all of Cindy's business, like all of her business, all of Cindy's business, okay? She was airing out who she was fucking this week, who she was fucking last week, that she was cheating on her man. anything that you could possibly think of that a best friend would know about another best friend, Christian Mingle took it upon herself to share it with other people. And of course, that's how the rumors got around the school. But the one rumor in particular that this story is based around is, well, it wasn't a rumor, but the one thing that this story is based around is the fact that Christian Mingle let everybody know that Cindy had an STD. So this shit's going around the school like wild fucking fire. Like, I'm not, like, when I say everybody except, I don't understand how she never heard it back, or maybe she did. I don't know if she had heard it back or not. The point is, Christian Mingle took it upon herself to tell and air out Cindy's business, and Cindy had no idea. I don't know how she had no idea. I don't know, because the way the information was around the school and that it got back to me, I was just like, oh hell no. So like I said, the fact that the girl got an STD was spreading around the school like wildfire, and the only person that hadn't heard about it was the girl with the actual STD. So yeah. So I personally, at the time, which I know, okay, whatever. I personally, at the time, I found it hilarious, because before we fell out, I was always talking to her and preaching to her and like warning her about the shit that she was doing, and I was just like, okay, look, like, you need to relax, like. And then she had this boyfriend that was older or whatever, and he was just bad news bears, and I would always just be like, you're doing too much, like, can you not, like, you need to relax. This is not a good relationship for you to be in, because she would tell me what was going on in the relationship, and I would just be like giving her Botox, like, come on now. She wasn't listening, and so I found it funny because, bitch, we done took the same sex ed class, like, we know the same information, so you should have been protecting yourself. If you decide that you're gonna go fucking have sex with multiple people, then you should protect yourself. Like, what? Anyway, I guess some people pay attention in sex ed and some people don't. The point is, I found it funny, and I was a little bit salty about our friendship, so I decided to take to MSN. Now, yes, I was a messy bitch. So, if you are unfamiliar with MSN, MSN is an instant messenger, because I know a lot of y'all is young as hell watching this, so you probably don't know what the fuck MSN is, because MSN is not popular in 2016, but when I was in high school and elementary school, we had something called MSN, and I think in America y'all use like AOL or whatever. The point is, it was instant messenger. Everybody ran home after school to hop on MSN and like talk. Like, these were basically our this was before we could text message and shit, like before everybody had a cell phone. This was how we communicated with our friends. Like, MSN was lit, okay? Lit AF, like lit as fuck, okay? If you had internet, you was on MSN, okay? This is just an example. Like, if your crush was on if your crush was online and you wanted them to like talk to you, you would like sign in and out, keep signing in and out. When you sign in and out of MSN, there's a little window that pops up on everybody's screen if they're on your contact list, and it says Bougie V just signed into MSN. And so if you want somebody to notice you, then you would just sign in and out, sign or appear offline and then sign back in, appear offline, sign back in. But that's just, I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, that's just whatever. The point is, it was lit, okay? So I never had Cindy on my MSN, but I did have Christian Mingle on my MSN. And so this day that I found out this information about Cindy, that I found it hilarious, and I know this was wrong to do, but I did it anyway because I was in grade 9, salty as hell that my friendship was, or not grade 9, now I was in grade 10, salty as hell that my friendship with her fell out, and I just felt like because she was being irresponsible, she deserved to be laughed at. So I put my screen name on MSN, or my personal message, as laughing at this trick, she has an STD, ha 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 ha. Mean, I know. So I changed my screen name, and out of nowhere, which I don't know, I kind of expected it, but I knew how to play my cards. So Christian Mingle popped up a little chat. I don't fucking talk to Christian Mingle, okay? She was on my MSN, but we were not friends. We were not cordial. She was just on my MSN because you already know I don't beef with nobody. So I had her on my MSN or whatever, and a window popped up basically saying that she's like, Bo, can I ask you something? She didn't call me Bo at the time, but I'm just gonna say Bo because I'm tired of y'all calling me out my fucking name. She's like, Bo, can I ask you who your screen name's about? And I was like, no one you know, because I already knew the level of messy that this girl was. So I wasn't about to tell her, first of all, I ain't your friend. Don't message me. Like, no, it ain't going down like that. So she messaged me trying to cause problems, because even though I shouldn't have had that as my screen name, it's not like I put Cindy's name in the screen name. The fact that she had to ask me who it was for means that she shouldn't have had her mouth open in the first place telling people that the damn girl had an STD in the 10th fucking grade. Yeah, she asked me who it was about, and I was like, no one you know. And she kind of kept trying to pry into to see whatever. She's like, but I don't know what she said to me, but the conversation wasn't too long, and I just let her know it was nobody that she knew. And I think I even went as far as to tell her it's somebody that I know from the west end of the city, not from our end of the city. So deny, 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 okay? I wasn't about to start no mix-up. I just was laughing at the trick because she had an STD. But I shouldn't have had that in my screen name, but I did, and it was messy. So, and to be honest, I don't remember exactly how I personally found out about the STD. I don't remember who told me. I don't remember how I heard of it, but the point was that me and Cindy were not friends, so I really shouldn't have known anything of the sort. If she told one or two of her friends, they should have kept their mouths shut. Like, what? Can't trust nobody. So like I said, the conversation with Christian Mingle and I was really short, but I knew how messy she was, and so I figured, let me cover my ass. I copied the whole entire conversation. In this day and age, that would be a screenshot, but I copied the whole entire conversation and I sent it to my friend, which was a guy that went to our school, and I sent it to him on Facebook. I Facebook inboxed him, and I sent him the entire conversation because I knew that she would probably fucking try it, okay? So I sent him the conversation to cover my ass because I never said to her who the fuck my status was about, and it wasn't even any of her business. Even if it was a fucking about her friend, it wasn't her business, but she's the reason that I knew about Cindy's business. That's basically what happened with that, okay? So let's fast forward to the next day at school. So I'm gonna just get right into lunchtime because this is when it went down. Okay, bitches was mad as hell. So I am walking through the hallway to go to the back doors, to go outside, to go to Subway, to get my lunch, okay? And as I'm walking through the hallway, Cindy is standing there with a couple of her friends, and as I'm walking past, I think I was with my friends too, or they were like close by. They were close, but they weren't with me. I'm walking, and Cindy goes, Bo, can I talk to you? I look at her, I'm like, nope, and I keep walking. Bitch, we ain't talked in how fucking long? We ain't talked since the 9th grade. So why do you need to talk to me? There's nothing to talk about. That was my attitude. That was how I felt. I was just like, there is nothing to talk about, because I already knew what she wants to talk to me about. One, because I was talking to fucking Christian Mingle last night on MSN, but I knew that I never said anything to Christian Mingle regarding, I knew I never told Christian Mingle who this fucking status was about, because I'm not a fucking idiot. So there was nothing to talk about. And obviously, if she's trying to page me, I know it's because Christian Mingle said something. Like, Christian Mingle tried to take the conversation that we had on MSN and twist it, okay? Wait till you guys hear what she told the girl I said to her. So after I said nope and I kept walking, she's like, why not? I was like, because there's nothing to talk about, and then I kept walking again. All of a sudden, you hear fucking Cindy jumping up and hyping up by the fucking garbage can, talking about, who does she fucking think she is? Bitch, stop. Like, stop. Like, no. What does she mean, no, I can't talk to her? That's what she said. She's like, what does she mean, no, I can't talk to her? No, you can't talk to me. Like, what? So, I stop, I turn around, I fucking smile, and I'm about to walk back because I'm like, you're embarrassing yourself. And my friend LaToya, she's like, well, please go and get your lunch because you don't have time for this. So I said, okay. And I proceeded to walk. I don't know how I didn't hear all this noise behind me. I guess I was just tuning everything out. Like, I was just like, whatever. So I'm walking. I walk to the back doors. I push the back doors open to walk outside. As soon as I step outside, all I hear behind me is commotion. Like, I don't understand how I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how I didn't hear them behind me. But as soon as I got outside, that's when I heard all of this yelling and screaming. It's fucking Christian Mingle and Cindy going at it. Like, they're coming at my neck, okay? So they're coming for me in all my glory, okay? And they're just whiling, talking about, why did you have this in your MSN name? Blah, 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 blah. And so I'm trying to explain. I'm like, first of all, when she came to me, and you could have, what should we name him? We'll call him Terrence. You could have Terrence attest this because I sent him the conversation when it happened. So I don't know what your little friend has been telling you, but whatever she told you is not what went down. Yeah, they're just going at it. She can't hear me. Like, she just is believing her ride or die not even day one friend. She's just believing her friend. Whatever her friend fed to her, that's what she was gonna fucking believe. So no matter what I said, they were gonna be mad because I was laughing at the fact that this bitch got an infected coochie. Anyway. First of all, let me tell y'all how the entire black population of our high school were outside waiting to see a fight happen. But y'all already know. One, I already told y'all, if you look worse than I do, it's not a fight. Like, we're not fighting. Two, by this time, I had my acrylics, okay? These aren't acrylic, but by this time, my nails were done. And I'm bougie as fuck. Like, y'all can't afford to pay for my nails, so I'm not fighting you. I knew that Cindy was not a fighter because I grew up with her. I know her. Like, I knew she wasn't gonna try me. I knew she wasn't gonna try me. Same thing with fucking Christian Mingle. I knew both of them from I was in elementary school. So it wasn't like, I knew that it was just for show kind of thing. So I wasn't scared. Like, I was just out there minding my business. And number two, I wasn't the one with the fucking problem. Christian Mingle took it upon herself to ask me about my MSN screen name, status, whatever you want to call it. And I told her to mind her fucking business about my status. So there was no reason for anybody to be at the back of the school yelling at me when I already explained that it was not for anybody, despite the fact that I was lying. But either way, I never said it's about this bitch. I never put her name in the status. So y'all just making yourselves look guilty. Like, unless she has an STD, then there's nothing to be mad at. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are exposing yourselves. Like, come on now. Hear this now. Because this is why Cindy was mad at me. She was mad at me because Christian Mingle had the nerve to tell her that when she asked me about my status, my response to her was, your best friend. So when she asked me, can I ask you who your status is about? My answer was, your best friend. What? Why would I ever say that to somebody? Like, what? Why would, what? Okay, bye. Like, no. Like I said, I ain't about to get suspended for no hoe. I ain't about to break my fucking acrylics because shit, I can't even afford them bitches. And so I was like, you know what? I only have 55 minutes for lunch. About 15 minutes of that is already gone, wasted on y'all. So I'm gonna go get my lunch. Like, I'm not doing this. Mind you, like I said, the entire black population is there. So I proceed to walk away, okay? Cindy's over there hyping with her ass. She's hyping so much that somebody's holding her the fuck back. So I walk away. Mind you, this is the second time I'm walking away from this fucking fight. I walk probably 2.5 meters away from the situation, and I'm about to keep walking, but because Cindy's hyping, I turn around and look at her to see what the fuck she's on, because I really want to know, like, if it comes to it to throw down, like, I'm gonna throw down, but I'm just not throwing first because I don't feel it necessary. So my friend Latoya again is like, let her go, let her go. She was a mutual friend of ours. She wasn't like on either side. She was just a mutual friend. So she knew fucking Cindy too. She knew Cindy wasn't about that life. And Cindy fucking knew that I would fucking wash her. So Cindy knew better. Latoya's like, let her go. So Cindy runs over to me like she's about to do me something. And I'm standing there waiting, and she stops and fucking just starts yelling at me again. Like, what? I said, yo, I really don't have time for this. I'm gonna walk now. So see y'all later. I'm about to go get my lunch. I keep walking or whatever, and Cindy has the nerve to say, and I quote, okay, and I quote,
see, that's why no man wants you, because your pussy stinks. Bitch,
bruh. I never had a comeback so fast in my life. I turned around, I said to her, my pussy stinks, but you're the one with chlamydia, right? Everybody went like this. Because everybody fucking knew already. Like, honestly, after I said that, the whole thing shut down, because there was no more argument. Like, you're not gonna... The whole time, I was keeping my composure. I wasn't even exposing the situation, because basically they were out there arguing, but nobody was saying what they were arguing about, because she never knew. Cindy had no idea to what extent this rumor had gone around the school, or to what extent everybody had known that she had chlamydia. So she's there pissed. She doesn't say nothing after that. She turns around and holds her fucking out, because why? Out of all the things she could have said to me, she gonna tell me that no man wants me and that my pussy stinks. Bitch, I ain't never had, first of all, nobody had ever been in my vagina, so there's no way it could fucking smell. I have great hygiene. So it was just like, bitch, you ain't about to do that. The whole time I wasn't even exposing the situation when we were standing in front of everybody, because they were yelling at me and cursing me out, but they were like, they weren't saying what they were yelling at me about other than my MSN status. They weren't saying what I said in the status. They weren't saying nothing about it. Nothing of the sort, okay? All they were saying was that I had something in there that was basically offensive. So I'm just like, okay, well, that was just the last straw for me, because that was the third and final time I was walking away from this fight, and this girl decided to come for me in the worst way. Like, she could have said anything else, but she came for my vagina, and that's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna come for my coochie, especially when you got a disease of yours. Like, what? Where'd they do that at? Like, what? I don't know why she said that to me, but she did. And so I had to get her. I was just like, what? What? These bitches. So yeah, the bitch ended up bowing out gracefully, more graceful than a motherfucker. Like, she bowed out. She didn't say nothing after that. She turned around, she was embarrassed, and she walked into the school, and I went to go get my lunch. I was pissed. I was so upset, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And so I think I might have messaged her after the fact, and I said, look, I sent that conversation to, I sent it to more than one person, to be honest, but I sent it to Terrence. If you want to see what actually happened in that conversation, go right the fuck ahead, but know who your fucking friends are, because I am not the one that told everybody about your vagina. How could I even have known? How could I even have known about the fucking situation? Who did you tell? Because that's how the fuck the shit got around the school. It was not me. But that's what she was believing. That's why she was mad. And that's why the bitch wanted to fight me. But you ain't about to fight me. Like, you're really not. Because, no. Anyway. So, that's yet another story on how bitches are all bark and no bite. And quite frankly, I'm sick of the shit, or I was sick of it. And that was my first high school altercation, and that's the first time that I learned that bitches will yell and scream all day, but ain't nobody putting no paws on you. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of bitches out there that will put paws on you, but ones that felt like I was going to be their target, they never laid a fucking hand on me, okay? I've only been in one physical altercation. Actually, that's a lie. I've been in 3, but but 2 were with the same person. That person is my old ass sister. And the other altercation we actually talked about the other day on You Now. That was in public, and it was in 2014. So if it gets down to the nitty gritty, I'm ready to throw hands. But when bitches aren't throwing them first, like, I'm not initiating it, because I don't believe that violence is the answer. So yeah. Anyway, I love you all. I hope you guys like this story, even though it didn't get physical. I know y'all want to probably hear some like physical stories, but like, I am literally an angel. Wait, I don't fight. I'm white. I'm joking, you guys. Like I told y'all before, don't be having sex, because then you're gonna end up like fucking Cindy ass, and nobody wants to do that, okay? You don't want to have an STD, especially not in the 10th grade, so save yourself for marriage. Goodbye. Anyway, I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.